So, hey there, everybody. It's Lady Jen Duplessis with Beyond the Podcast, right? So, one of the things that we love doing with Beyond the Podcast is checking up with our previous guests from all of our shows, from Mortgage Lending Mastery, from Success to Significance, and from Business on the Vine. So, what we love bringing everyone back on and finding out, where are they now? What have they done beyond the podcast? So, today I have Shiraz with me. Welcome, Shiraz. We're so happy to have you.
I'm happy to be here, Lady Jen.
Yeah. I want to tell everybody a little bit about how relationships happen, right? I think we met on the Marketers Cruise.
Yeah.
I think the first time that we met. And then, we've seen each other in different things. We've spoken, and we've both been, keynote speakers at live events. We've been keynote speakers at summits. And we just got back from London where you were awarded an international award. What was your award, by the way? I can't remember what it is.
The Gentleman of Heart Award.
Yeah.
And I also got, let me see if I can.
Yeah, I know, because I know it's Gentleman of Heart, because I was there too, right?
Yeah. So the Leadership Development Expert and Healer Changemaker.
There you go. Wow. Wow. And I'll tell you, when I got my award last year, it was a very long one. I had to do the same thing you did. What is it called? The mastermind, expert leader of the world, whatever. So congratulations on that. And I nominated you. This is the power of relationships as a result of being on podcasts, right? It's a power of relationships as a result of it. And I get so excited about that, and you came to one of my business circles, right? That I talk about a lot on my podcast, and we won't talk about here, but one of my business circles, and had the opportunity to meet. I mean, they were half and half from the US or Canada, right? Yeah. Half from the US or Canada, and the other half from London or England, someplace in England. So it was really cool for us to do this cross-international pollination of business and opportunities that we are all developing right now. It doesn't happen overnight. It's only been 2-3 weeks, but yeah, I think it's really important that people understand the power of how relationships can stem from a podcast. So that said, when we were last together, and you were on a couple of my shows because the content that you provide, and honestly, if I had my third show, you probably would have been on the third show as well. But the content that you provide is across all kinds of businesses. It's not, designated to any one specific business. And at the time, so for those of you that are listening here and you want to check out Mortgage Lending Mastery or Success to Significance, those were issued in May and in June of 2023. I'm not going to give all the details. Now, we probably won't even have this in any comments here, but they were issued May of 2023 and June of 2023. So we've been a little lackluster in getting our act together for 1 year afterwards. We're now 2 years afterwards, 2.5 years. But at the time, we talked about rewriting reality. Yes. And improving self-awareness. And I know those are some of the same verbiage that you use, but what's transcended for you in the last couple of years that you want to share with everyone here?
The last couple of years, I basically added 7 figures to my income.
Yeah.
So things are going really well. I've got an event coming up on New Year's Eve. That's going to be my biggest event ever. We've already exceeded ticket sales from last year, and we still got almost 3 weeks to go till the event.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that in a few minutes. I definitely want to talk about that. Yeah.
So everything is just accelerating. I'm making more what I call integrated partnerships, and that's been very key to the business in that I help someone with their business and their clients while they're helping me with my business and my clients. And so all of our clients benefit, and we get to add a whole bunch more value to our programs. And I think I'm integrated with like 7 different programs right now.
Yeah. So let's talk about that because, integration, JVing, affiliating. I mean, there's all kinds of words. I call them power partners.
Okay.
Power partners. Everybody's got a little different word, but we want to make sure everybody understands exactly what you're saying. And I think it's really key that you have 7. And you're at 7 figures, right?
Oh, yeah.
I built my original first company, $400 million in revenue with 22. We don't need the whole world.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how your program works. And I am one of your partners, but tell us a little bit about how your program works so that people can learn how they could do this.
So for, I mean, how the integrated partnership works
Yeah.
itself?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things I do is I get people unstuck.
Hmm.
And if you're doing a coaching program, a training program, there are always those people where you keep saying, well, this is all you need to do, and then they don't do it. And it's not that they don't want to do it, it's because their internal dialogue is like, it's going to be too hard. I don't have time. Will it even work? And that's all really just noise that's covering up the fact that they're afraid to succeed or afraid they might fail. And so all these excuses come up. So what I do is I pull all that out so
Yeah.
that they actually start moving forward faster in your program and get higher completion rates. And my partners are like, this is amazing. So it means I get more testimonials, I get more completions, sometimes I get more upsells, and it works beautifully. That meanwhile, their clients are having success.
Yeah.
And because their clients are now exposed to my world, some of them say, hey, I'd like to be in your program too. So then that works out. And so like the clients win, they win, I win.
Right. And vice versa. And vice versa, right? You're also bringing your partners into your program
Yes.
so that they can get exposure to the things that they need. So, for example, what I do is business scaling, right? I help people become business owners,
Mm.
right? They've had a business for 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, but they've never been a real business owner because they're still the practitioner, right? So, what I do is I bring them in and say, okay, now that you've made all this money, how do you become a real business owner?
Yeah.
And so that's helpful for people that have released and unstuck because now they're ready to go, but they don't know what to do from a practical perspective.
Yeah.
And
I'll never forget the when we had that coaching session and you said, show me your calendar. And I showed you my calendar. And then you showed me your calendar. And there was so much more free space on your calendar. And you're like, Shiraz, you have one business, I have four. And I'm like, crap. Okay. I got to do this differently.
right, right. And time management or productivity management, or priority management was your number one issue, right? It was like,
Yeah.
oh, I've got to. And I think I remember you saying, oh, it's all the emails. And I was like, all the emails. I just don't get that many. So I unsubscribed but thank you. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah. But, this is what I love what you're doing. And I know that, so if you're listening to this and watching this, and you're saying, I do feel stuck, or maybe it's the time of the year that we're recording this, it happens to be in the holidays. And a lot of people do get stuck because they're like, is next year going to be the same as this year? Is it going to be better? Is it going to be worse? What can I do differently? This is a perfect time to get unstuck. So tell us what you're going to be doing at your event that we will have a link for here, my affiliate link, right? We'll have the link here for you to, what are you going to be doing at that event? Why do people want to come? And why do they want to bring their friends with them and their family people with them? Maybe they have kids that are stuck.
So the whole point of this, it's called Release, Reset, and Reignite Your Magic for the new year. And people always make these New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
And as you know, most of those just go away. Like 99% of them never follow through. And one of the reasons that happens is because you're still the same person.
Yeah.
Right. So
Tomorrow, right after
yeah,
ding.
yeah, you've
Right.
made a decision, but you're exactly the same person.
Yeah. Yeah.
In this workshop, we pull out all the stuff that's keeping you from holding to those resolutions. We're
Mm.
pulling out the negative thoughts, making you see the world different, making you realize why you've decided not to create the success that you think you want to create. Because if you're not creating it at some level, you don't want to.
Yeah.
So this whole session is about discovering why and removing that reason so you can accelerate. And people that have attended the event have made more money, have had fewer ups and downs. Some of
Hmm.
them have said they've had improvement in health. Their relationships have improved. And one person in particular that's always going to stand out of my mind, I had a conversation with someone else during the event, but that conversation hit him so profoundly that it caused him to make $3.8 million more the next year.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
So,
Incredible. Yeah. That's incredible. And I know you have a story too. Can you just share a little bit about how this, what's your before and after when you had this epiphany that now becomes the message that you're sharing? Would you mind sharing that quickly for us?
so for me, around success and money, I quickly went to $100,000 in my income. but it stayed there for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And I was trying different coaches and different programs, different promotions. Nothing changed it until finally I thought, well, this is a mindset problem. I deal with mindset. Why didn't I think this could be a mindset problem? And it turns out that I had this belief that if I became really successful, then people would be coming up and, Shiraz, can you invest in my company? Can you give to my charity? Can you take care of me? And I was just like, I don't want to deal with any of that. Am
Kind
I?
of like that lottery syndrome, right? That people
Yeah.
have. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So my mind decided $100,000 you can live comfortably, but you don't have to worry about the masses descending on you.
Yeah.
And so when I let that go and thought, okay, if someone asks for money, I don't have to go, oh my God, I need to give them money or I'm feeling pressured. I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
it's my money. You don't get it. And sometimes there's occasions where like, that sounds fabulous. Yeah, here's some money, but all the emotional distress left. And as soon as that happened, I added $100,000 to my income. And then through some more shifts, I went to the $1 million that I got to now.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah. And so now you want to share that with everybody
Yes.
else. So,
Yeah.
so we have the link for you, but tell us when exactly is this? This is on New Year's Eve.
It is on New Year's Eve. However, it is New Year's Eve at noon Eastern.
Yeah.
So if you're in the North America, well, any of the Americas,
Right.
it's
Right.
long before New Year's. And even if you're in the UK, you'll be done by 11 o'clock.
Yes. Then
So
you
you
can
can
go
still
out
go
and,
out.
yeah, and
Yeah,
you
right.
have a new
So,
perspective and a new reason to party, right? A new reason to
yeah,
celebrate and everything. Yeah. And how long is the event? It's at noon.
it's noon, goes till 4 o'clock.
Okay, so 4 hour event to change the trajectory of your life, of your
Yeah,
business, of your relationships, of your health, of
yeah,
your wealth, all of it.
yeah. And it's fun. We have fun. We play music and dance every now and then. We give out prizes. It is still a party
It's still a
while you
party. Can
shift.
we wear fun stuff too? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we should be wearing all kinds of fun stuff to have this party, this virtual party that I love that we're doing. So yeah, so you're beyond the podcast. You've grown exponentially. You're impacting more people in the world, right? You're getting people results, and this is an event that people want to get to. They want to be able to come to immediately. I love it. I absolutely love it. What else would you like to share with everyone since the last time that we were together on a podcast? What else would you like to share with everyone? What's on your heart? What's on your mind that you want to leave with people?
Uh, it is what you're saying. Don't try to do this alone. Work with other people because the impact becomes more profound. The benefits you have to your clients and to yourself are significant. And it is success. Really, it seems like a lot of people think it's about money, but it's really about relationships.
Yeah.
And when you get those powerful relationships, the money comes naturally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like find those perfect partners. It's not about working with everyone, it's about working with the right people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the more you start those relationships, getting on podcasts, meeting people, and nurturing those relationships at work, the more successful you become, the more happy you will become.
Yeah, beautiful. Well said. Well said. Great way to end the new year, but also to find out what's happening with you beyond that podcast that we did together, those podcasts that we did. So thank you again for joining us, Shiraz. We sure
Thank you.
appreciate it. All right. Make sure you get registered for the end of the year. Make sure you're at that party. We'll see you soon.